Did you know? According to OSHA, fires and explosions kill more than 200 and injure more than 5,000 workers each year. Many of these incidents can be prevented by following a clear plan for fire prevention and safety. OSHA requires employers to provide proper exits, firefighting equipment, and employee training to prevent fire deaths and injuries in the workplace. Each employee is responsible for maintaining proper exits and firefighting equipment and completing the proper fire prevention training. An exit route is a continuous and unobstructed path of exit travel from any point within a workplace to a place of safety. The continuous and unobstructed path to safety includes the exit access, which is the part of the path leading up to the exit, and the exit discharge, which leads to the outside. The entire exit route must be free and unobstructed. Take a moment to check the exit route for obstructions and remove any objects that are obstructing the route. Exit routes must be free of explosive or highly flammable materials and be arranged so that employees will not have to travel toward a high-hazard area unless it is effectively shielded. Emergency safeguards, such as sprinkler systems, alarm systems, fire doors, and exit lighting, must be in proper working order at all times. Exit routes must be permanent, separated by fire-resistant materials, and there must be enough exits in the proper arrangement for quick escape. Openings into an exit must be limited to those necessary to allow access to the exit or to the exit discharge. An opening into an exit must be protected by an approved self-closing fire door that remains closed or automatically closes in an emergency. The exit route must support the maximum permitted occupant load for each floor served. Capacity must not decrease in the direction of exit route travel to the exit discharge. The ceiling must be at least 7.5 feet high, and an exit access must be at least 28 inches wide at all points. A side-hinged door must be used to connect any room to an exit route. A door that connects any room to an exit route must swing out in the direction of exit travel if the room is designed to be occupied by more than 50 people or contains high-hazard contents. Exit doors must be unlocked and accessible. Occupants must be able to open exit doors from the inside at all times without keys, tools, or special knowledge. A device, such as a panic bar, that locks only from the outside is permitted. The door must be free of any device or alarm that could restrict emergency use if the device or alarm fails. Each exit discharge must lead directly outside to a space that is large enough to accommodate all building occupants likely to use the exit route. Exit stairs that continue beyond the level on which the exit discharge is located must be interrupted on that level by doors, partitions, or other effective means that clearly indicate the direction of travel to the exit discharge. If the direction of travel to the exit or exit discharge is not immediately apparent, signs must be posted along the exit access indicating direction to the nearest exit. The line of sight to an exit sign must clearly be visible at all times. Each exit must be clearly visible and marked with an exit sign. Each exit route door must be free of decorations or signs that obscure the visibility of the door. Each doorway or passage along an exit access that could be mistaken for an exit must be marked "Not an exit" or similar designation, or be identified by a sign indicating its actual use. Each place of business is required to have an emergency action plan. The Emergency Action Plan describes actions that must be taken to ensure employee safety in emergencies and includes floor plans or maps which show emergency escape routes. The emergency action plan should cover reasonably expected emergencies, such as fires, explosions, toxic chemical releases, hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards, and floods. Each place of business is also required to have a fire prevention plan. Each plan should include a list of the major fire hazards and handling, storage, and control procedures. The plan should also include names or job titles of persons responsible for maintenance of equipment and systems to prevent or control ignitions or fires, and those responsible for control of fuel source hazards. Each fire prevention plan should detail the training for all employees who have responsibilities in the plan. If portable fire extinguishers are provided for employee use, the employer must mount, locate, and identify them so workers can access them without subjecting themselves to possible injury. Each fire extinguisher is classified and identified by what types of materials it is suited for. Each fire extinguisher available should be clearly labeled according to its classification. The numerical rating given to Class A and B extinguishers indicate how large a fire an experienced person can put out with the extinguisher. Ratings are based on tests conducted at Underwriters Laboratories, Incorporated. A 4A extinguisher, for example, should extinguish about twice as much fire as a 2A extinguisher. Every available fire extinguisher must be maintained in a fully charged and operable condition and kept in their designated places at all times, except during use. The employer must conduct an annual maintenance check, record the annual maintenance date, and retain this record for 1 year after the last entry. Where fire extinguishers have been provided for employee use, employees must be provided with an educational program on the general principles of fire extinguisher use and the hazards of beginning stage firefighting. Employees designated to use extinguishers must receive instruction and hands-on practice in the operation of equipment. In summary, there must be enough exits in the proper arrangement for quick escape. Exit routes must be marked, lighted, free of obstructions, and locks must not be used to impede or prevent escape. An emergency action plan and a fire prevention plan must be in place. Fire extinguisher classes and numerical ratings help a user understand its capabilities. Fire extinguishers must be inspected, maintained, and employees must be trained in how to use them. This has been a production of Federal Safety Solutions. For more information, please visit fssamerica.com.